So we talked about secondary growth. We learned about the definition. We decided that we will study about the secondary growth of stem. So after definition, we will learn majorly about the process of secondary growth. So we learned the exception. Now we are going to deal with the process. So if you look into secondary growth in dicot root are occurring via activity of two things. One is known as vascular cambium. Second is cork cambium. Vascular cambium is the secondary meristem located between the two xylem and phloem, and it is causing secondary growth initially in the vascular region, and then as growth is going occurring inside, obviously it will push the outermost cells and it will move towards the outside. In case of cork cambium, it is occurring in the area which is known as cortex, pericycle, endodermis. So we will first learn with the step called formation of vascular cambium. Okay, so if we are talking about formation of vascular cambium, we will remember from apical meristem. What is apical meristem? So we know that from apical meristem there will be development of procambium. Now from this procambium there will be development of fascicular cambium. You are correct. Promeristem से fascicular cambium. So fascicular cambium is always present between xylem and phloem. Okay, now in case of these two, another thing that is produced from procambium is the parenchyma. So apart from fascicular cambium, there will be production of a parenchyma beside fascicular cambium. Okay, now here this parenchyma just by the side of fascicular cambium, it also becomes meristematic. Parenchyma is a meristematic tissue or permanent tissue? So generally it is a permanent tissue, but in this case, as the vascular cambium formation takes place, the parenchyma which is residing by the side of fascicular cambium turn themselves into meristematic. They are no longer permanent. They turn themselves into Meristematic. Huh? Dedifferentiation. Very good. And it is known as interfascicular cambium. Interfascicular. जो पैरेन्काइमा मेरिस्टेमेटिक हुआ उसे हम बोलेंगे इंटरफैसिकुलर कैम्बियम. Let me draw a diagram to make you understand this more. What happens, beta? You know that in case of dicot stain, the xylem phloem is arranged concentric or conjoint. कौन सा होता है? Conjoint. You know that in between each and xylem and phloem there is presence of a, there will be presence of a cambium. तो ये जो this green part is what? The green part is cambium, isn't it? Yes or no? Now, the cell which is present by the side of this green part, let me mark them in blue. They themselves are converted into meristematic instead of being common. So I am labeling them for your reference. Consider if this is phloem, this part is xylem, then this green thing is fascicular cambium. And this blue thing is interfascicular cambium. Now you understood why it is called interfascicular. Why? Why we call it interfascicular cambium? क्यों बोलते? Inter मतलब no, बीच में. Intercellular space means the space between two cells. So you can see here, if you look here, this is a fascicular cambium. This is a fascicular cambium. This blue part is located just in between these two cambium. Can you see my pointers? Students who joined online? Khushi, Nidhi, Dhruvanshi, Krisha and Rutu. Who joined online?
Yes, ma'am.
Khushi. So Khushi, this part is fascicular cambium, and in between two fascicular cambium we have interfascicular cambium. So let's move ahead and
Yes, ma'am.
here. Great. So now both of these things will join together. Okay. I actually don't want you people to do anything. I will share the screenshots. Don't worry. Okay. Listen to me. Pay attention towards. Now, they will combine together to form vascular cambium. Why it is called vascular cambium? इसमें नहीं है, because they are associated with the vascular tissue. That's why they are known as vascular cambium. So if you look here, you will notice one very interesting thing, that it will be acting as a complete ring, isn't it? So vascular cambium obviously will act as a complete ring. So this ring is made up of fascicular cambium and interfascicular cambium. Okay. Now this vascular cambium is made up of, it is made up of two types of cells. So what are these two types of cells? I will tell you. So if you look into vascular cambium, it can be forming two types of cell out of it. These two types of cells are known as, or rather to say, if I write them plain, that they are known as fusiform initials. So what structure is known as fusiform? When we studied about what shape is called fusiform? It is spindle shape. They are having shapes like this. Okay. So what is the role of fusiform initials? They are arranged vertically and they vertically elongated cells produce. What do they produce? They produce xylem and phloem. So these xylem and phloem elements of longitudinal segments. What do we mean by longitudinal? लॉन्गिट्यूडिनल किसे बोलेंगे और ट्रांसवर्स किसे बोलेंगे? मतलब लंब. हाँ, very good. So it will be vertical. Very good. So vertically elongated cells, they are long cells. That's why they are called fusiform initials, and they will produce xylem and phloem elements of longitudinal system. The kind of similar shapes. Yes, very good, you correlated. Second is ray initials. So what are these ray initials and why they call ray initials? So these cells are isodiametric. So isodiametric shape. This kind of shapes are there and produce parenchyma rays. So they will produce parenchyma rays in secondary xylem and phloem. So what is this? Why they are called ray? I wish to get back to the previous diagram. If you look here, beta, you will be able to see that in a vascular bundle, that is xylem phloem, in between each of the vascular bundle there were parenchyma structure. If you consider and compare them as rays, you can see they have a ray-like structure. I'm drawing you, look into it. Do they look like they have a center and rays are coming out of it? Okay, but once these primary xylem and phloem, that is protoxylem and protofloem, will go for secondary growth. Because why they will go? The structure will not be same. This structure is observed in stem of dicot plant when secondary growth is not occurred. Once the secondary growth will take place, once there will be secondary growth, then the structure will no longer be like this. It will never be like this. Why? Because there will be formation of secondary xylem and secondary phloem. Now, this is protoxylem protophloem. Now, the way there is in between primary xylem and primary phloem, there is presence of parenchyma cells as if they are having appearance of a ray. Similarly, in between secondary xylem and secondary phloem, there will be presence of parenchyma cells and they will appear as if they are also rays. And these rays are formed by whom? The ray initiates. So you should know the difference between these two structures where you should be able to understand that vascular cambium can be divided into two types of cells. One is fusiform initial responsible for production of secondary xylem and phloem, and second is ray initial. They are responsible for formation of what? Very good. So one very important thing we need to understand that the vascular cambium once I teach this chapter to you now, then you go and study it. Then you will realize that what ma'am done and what is there in it. This is the part you require a teacher to teach because it is given in NCERT in a format which is very confusing and it is very difficult for a child to understand and interpret. So that's why I am writing and making you understand. No such PPT is also available. And it is difficult to depict these ray diagrams into PPTs. That's why I am writing and teaching. Okay. So vascular cambium is always single layer. It is always do not hurry. Okay. So now what are the characteristics? If you look into these two types of cells, that is fusiform initials and ray initials, what they do? They continuously divide. They continuously divide. So what is the plane of division? You know, while I taught you about animal tissue, I told you about periclinal division. Periclinal division. So here we will learn what is periclinal division. You know, when a cell divide to form 2 cells, then 3 cells, 4 cells, 5 cells, it may be resulting into a bunch of cells. This is one type of cell division. In another type of cell division, there will be formation of 2 cells. These 2 cells will further divide into a plane. कैसे divide हो रहा है देखो. Such type of division will not produce a mass of cell. It will not an aggregate of cell. It will produce what? A plate. So such division where it occurs is called as periclinal division. So this is how periclinal division takes place. So vascular cambium is always a single layer and it will divide periclinally out of each 2 cells. Now, what will happen? if you look into the division of these two things, that is fusiform initial and ray initial. Yes. Vascular cambium का मतलब क्या है? It is combination of both ray initial and fusiform initial. All of them will divide periphery. अभी तक वो phloem xylem कहाँ हो रहा है? You are getting confused. Did I say that the phloem and xylem is getting divided? What is getting divided? The fascicular cambium and interfascicular cambium present between them. Phloem and xylem is a permanent tissue. How it will divide? That will do. Understood? Right. That's why I said no. The division will be occurring in a ring. Why ring? Because fascicular cambium and in between two fascicular cambium, interfascicular cambium. And as the structure is conjoined, ultimately it will form a ring-like structure. Okay. So fusiform initials they will divide tangentially. And two types of cells will be produced. One type of cell is produced towards inner side. These inner side cell in future modified to form secondary xylem. And the cells produce towards outer side will form the secondary phloem. Let me draw the diagram and tell you so that it will be easy for you to understand more. So if this is the phloem, this is the xylem, and this is the fascicular cambium, which is having fusiform initials. Now, tangential division means it will divide in this direction, and in this direction. So, the new xylem, that is the secondary xylem, will be formed here, where it will be formed here. The green area I am locating, just above the old xylem. So if I am thinking this is the old xylem, that is old, I should not write. Xylem may feel bad. I should write primary xylem. And this is the secondary. And similarly, if I look into this structure, the pink one will be secondary phloem, and this is the primary phloem. Understood the meaning of longitudinal? Yes or no? Okay. Now, here one very important thing is that the growth of inner mass is more than outer mass. So what will happen? Consider करो एक स्टेम है, ठीक है, इसके अंदर एट द सेंटर छोटे से हमारे वास्कुलर बंडल्स ऐसे अरेंज थे. ओके, नाउ the growth rate at the inside is more than the growth rate outside. So inside, does it have any place to accommodate itself? No. So what will happen? Ultimately the pressure will come outside. अगर आप समझो यहाँ एक आटा है, ठीक है, उसको आप दीवारों पे प्रेस करो तो दीवार के अंदर तो आटा घुसने नहीं वाला, होगा क्या? बाहर की तरफ आएगा. So similarly, as there will be less growth outside as compared with inside, the pressure will come outside and the primary phloem will be crushed totally. ठीक है, एंड धीरे धीरे प्लांट की स्टेम के जो पार्ट थे, द कॉर्टेक्स एंड ऑल दीस पार्ट विल स्टार्ट एंड गेटिंग क्रश्ड. इसीलिए देखना, व्हेन यू लुक इनटू द बार्क इन ट्री में, it has cracks just for this reason. It's too early to talk about that. We will know later on what happens, because अभी तक हमने क्या डिसाइड किया था, that secondary growth in stem occur due to two cambiums, cort and fascicular cambium. So still we are talking about fascicular cambium, but fascicular cambium as it grows inside more, it will have effect on the outer region also, and it will push and crush those region also. Okay, so we talked so many things about the fusiform initials. Rutu wish to ask something. Yes, Rutu. वो मतलब बढ़ते जा रहे इसलिए उनको क्रश हो जाएगा ना, प्राइमरी जाएगा. प्राइमरी जाइलम तो अंदर की तरफ है. ये अरेंजमेंट देखो, लुक इनटू द स्टेम. From inside to outside, first there will be primary xylem, then there will be secondary xylem, then there will be secondary phloem, and outermost will be primary phloem. So primary phloem will be totally crushed, बाहर की तरफ ही आएगा. Okay, so let's have a look into what ray initials are doing. So they also divide tangentially. So obviously ray initials are parenchyma cell which were permanent, but by the differentiation they becomes meristematic. Okay, so now they will form the secondary medullary ray. You know the medullary ray, primary is the parenchyma layer present between two vascular bundles, that is two xylem phloem के बीच में जो parenchyma patch रहता है, that is called medullary layer, that is primary medullary, and this ray initial is forming secondary medullary ray. Okay, and why? It helps in radial conduction. It helps in radial conduction means ray के जैसा conduct करेगा. Even if xylem and phloem is at the center, it will the girth of stem is increasing. So things need to go towards radius also, na? Although remember one thing, by increase in the stem girth, Most of the tissues formed later on will be dead only. In big trees, the living cells are present only at the core, at the center. So, as I said, I wish to elaborate it more that the primary phloem get crushed. मैम तो अभी कैंबियम के बीच में वो प्राइमरी मेडुलरी ये होता है फ्लोएम और जाइलम जाइलम फ्लोएम के बीच में मेडुलर प्राइमरी मेडुलरी हेड होता है. I will label and show you. It is present here. This is called medullary head. You didn't study the dichotomy anatomy. उसमें medullary ray लेबल किया हुआ है. Understood? So this is how it takes place. Now you must have seen, I actually got opportunity to visit this Indrona Park. They talked about the one big tree which is cut, and they said that by counting the rings of present in the tree, you can depict the age of them. Okay, so now we will talk about the formation of annual ring. So here the vascular cambium remains active. Throughout the year it remains active. But its activity will vary from season to season. Why? ऐसा नहीं है कि कभी ऐसा होगा कि ये सेल डिवीजन बंद करेगा. It will be active throughout the year, but rate of cell division will be more in some season. It will be less in some season. Okay, its activity vary from season to season. So what is so special? We will talk about this. So this change is very prominent in tropical region. Tropical region, why? The area where these climate changes are very prominent. जैसे हमारे देश पता चलता है कि ये समर सीजन, this is winter season. दोनों की difference is quite prominent. In their case, climate change prominent होने की वजह से the effect will be also prominent. So based on that, there will be two types of wood. One is known as autumn wood. Autumn season यानी कौन सा season होता है, कब होता है? So she told me the point which I was looking for. Exactly the point. So they don't need active translocation and ascent of sap. The plant is almost like dormant, isn't it? So active translocation and ascent of sap, you don't know, that's why I am mentioning. Ascent of sap means the liquid which is moving from downward to the upward direction. Okay, so at this situation, what will happen? Not in active growth. So at this condition, The xylem form formed during this time will have compact wall with thick narrow lumen. Means the cavity, xylem is made up of trachea and tracheus. Both of them work as a pipeline. So अगर pipe का wall बहुत ज़्यादा thick हो गया, so what will happen? The inner space for transportation will be low. So it is having a very narrow lumen. So that means if you take a cross section of xylem tissue, it will have a very thick. वॉल ठीक नहीं हो जाता है. अगले सीजन में जब नए xylem सेट बनेंगे, there will be variation. Let us have a look into what are the other appropriates. Band of xylem, I mean to say the autumn wood. Okay. Now at the spring season, spring मतलब कब आता है spring? So it's after the winter season. So they need active translocation at that time. So what will happen? At that time, cells will be actively growing. You yourself will be predict that xylem formed will have thin wall with broad lumen. Okay, so this type of xylem is called autumn wood. Sorry, spring wood. So if you look into the structure of wood, एक tree का आप अगर ऐसे cross section ले रहे हो, so you will be able to see layers like this. Consider one layer which is having less density, and then one layer which is having more density. Okay, again one layer of less density and one layer of more density. So this autumn wood and spring wood together will form the annual ring. सो अगर किसी प्लांट में 20 रिंग्स है, दैट मीन्स उसकी उम्र कितनी होगी? 2 years. करेक्ट, क्योंकि एक ऑटम वुड और एक स्प्रिंग वुड मिला के 1 ईयर होता है. So 20 rings, 20 out of these 20 rings, 10 rings will be of autumn wood and 10 rings will be of spring wood. 10 rings will have more density, dark area होगा, जिसमें cells will have narrow lumen, उसका cell wall बहुत thick होगा. That will be due to autumn wood. And the other one where the lumen is very deep, cells are very thin walled, that is called spring wood. So ऐसे अगर 20 रिंग हुए, 10 autumn wood के और 10 spring wood के, totally we will call that the age of the that thing is annual plant. By counting the annual ring, we will call it its ages of 10 years. This science which deals with this, no, is called dendrochronology. It is also called dendrochronology. Okay, so we will quickly look into other things. See, when I am talking about woods, there are various woods. One I talked about spring wood and autumn wood. Other terminologies that you may come across are hardwood, which is also known as duramen, and second is sapwood. Okay, which is known as alburuanum. So what are they? The older part of xylem, the older part, old xylem, it will become non-functional. And as the plant grows, as its age is increasing, there will be more secondary metabolites. Secondary metabolites plants cannot throw. They don't urinate, no. So what they do secondary, the secondary metabolite, they get stored. So these secondary metabolites like gums, resins, tannins, all these things are stored into the lumen of primary xylem. Okay. Apart from that, there will be formation of tyloses. Tyloses are what? They are balloon-like structures formed by the parenchyma layers present between the xylem layers. Okay, so they actually are three-walled parenchyma which form pit-like structures. Okay, so this hardwood is dark in color, and basically they are non-functional and they are non-living, but they are very tough, heavy and durable. Why? Because so much secondary metabolites stored there, resin, gum, इनके वजह से they are not prone for attack of insects also, because they have medicinal properties. इसके अलावा hardwood जो होता है, that is very strong. So this dark colored non-living part of wood can be called as hardwood. So what is sapwood? It is the outer part, or it is the outer part of xylem. That means it is what xylem? It is newly formed xylem. It is living, it is lightweight, and as it is living, lightweight, comparatively thin-walled, functional xylem that is present in trees, it can be attacked by the insects. I don't want you people to get confused with another two terminology, that is called soft wood and hardwood. What is this? Soft wood and hardwood. In case of gymnosperm, what is absent? Vascular tissue is absent in gymnosperm. In gymnosperm. You say. What about the vascular bundle of gymnosperm?
कंपेनियन सेल और न्यूक्लियस में होते हैं
दोनों नहीं होते.
अगर कंपेनियन सेल में और कंपेनियन सेल
In case of them, in xylem trachea is absent. Okay, so as these vessel or trachea is absent, they are non-porous. Their stems are non-porous. So that's why they are high in demand for the production of furniture. Whereas the hardwood, that is in angiosperm, dicot wood, they have vessel. So it is porous. That's why you cannot make good furniture out of it, because it will break easily. Okay. So do not get confused between hardwood and hardwood, sap wood and soft wood. With this, we are done with the fascicular cambium. Still, what is left? So, in our next lecture, we will study about the activity of cork cambium. We will study about the anomalous growth that is observed in case of dicot stem as well as monocot stem. Okay. So, bye to all of you.